St. Patrick's Day has come and gone, but that shouldn't stop you from enjoying Irish classics. Tamara Petro is a holistic health coach and raw cooking instructor. She's here sharing a delicious vegan dish. Can't wait to try this.
Excellent.
All right,
great.
Raw eating. A lot of people are into this, eating whole foods.
Yes.
And what are some of the benefits for those who have not tried it yet?
Right. Well, first of all, it's not a fad. It's been around forever, obviously before cooking. But I think there's a lot more research coming out, and it's very popular. There's restaurants, raw cafes, a lot of cookbooks and recipes and chefs that are doing raw, and it's gourmet now. So it's not just about salad or things like that. The benefit to raw food primarily, I always say it's real food.
Yes.
It's not processed. And because you're not cooking it, you can heat it. And we'll talk about that with this dish. That this dish has not been cooked. It's been slowly heated, but under 115 degrees. Some raw foodists will say 118 maximum Fahrenheit. But if you stay below that, you're preserving vitamins, phytochemicals,
So it's
really
extremely
important nutrients.
nutritious.
Very nutritious, and you're maintaining a lot of that by not cooking.
What do we call this dish?
It's Colcannon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, because I'm not Irish and I don't speak Gaelic.
And
I'm half Irish.
What are the ingredients?
Well, traditionally it's made with potatoes, but we don't want to eat potatoes raw. That's one thing that isn't too good raw. So what we're using, which is very popular with a lot of low-carb diets, is cauliflower. And I've mentioned this in other shows. I try to use all organic food as much as I can, and that way you're washing things, you're not peeling them if you don't have to, you're maintaining the fiber that's underneath the skin, and a lot of important nutrients that way as well. We're also using parsnips, and I'll talk about that in 1 second. We're also using scallions, but on the written recipe you'll see an option for
that
leeks.
gives a lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor, the white part and the top, the chive part, and then some garlic, parsley, and I've got a mixture of some sage, thyme, and paprika, and a dash of nutmeg. And
we'll of course have the full recipe on our website.
On the website. And the other important ingredient with Colcannon, it's usually made with cabbage or kale. I prefer kale. Kale is a really powerful superfood. It's loaded with vitamins and nutrients, antioxidants, and it takes very little for this dish. So what we would recommend, there's two options with this recipe. You can do a raw version or you can do a cooked version.
Which one are we doing?
This is actually raw.
Okay. All right. Yep. Shall we go ahead and start?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just explain how this is made. I've taken the cauliflower and in a dehydrator overnight soaked it so it's been warmed in water. If someone doesn't own a dehydrator, most people don't. You can do it in a low temperature oven and just lowly cook it, or you can steam it, which I prefer if you have to cook something.
We have about
to
2 minutes.
Yep. And then we also do the same with the parsnips that are chopped up, the garlic, and the scallions or leeks. It tends to mellow it out and also tenderize it, but not overcook it and not take out the things that we want in it. The kale is prepared separately. It's just finely chopped, and you massage a little bit of olive oil, some really nice sea salt with good flavor and minerals, and then add that to the mashed mixture because you're going to food process the potato, quote unquote potato, and then instead of using milk, because this is a dairy-free version that's very safe for lactose intolerant persons like myself.
Me too.
I have almond milk, and actually this I made myself, but you can use a packaged box or any other milk that you prefer if people want soy or
There are a lot
rice.
of great almond milks out there.
A lot of great options.
Okay.
And that's it. And we topped it with some parsley and some scallions, and it's a dish that's super easy, quick, and you can eat any time of the year, really.
And this is just something that people are going to really love?
A lot of people eat Colcannon. People love mashed potatoes, but Colcannon, it's another element, and you're adding some vegetables too, which I think is a great addition to anyone's diet. And then a variation of this is you could actually make it into a shepherd's pie, which is a traditional Irish dish. Sans the meat, by layering it at the bottom with some mixed vegetables and seasonings before you were to serve it.
Okay, excellent.
Do those well. And then you could bake it very lowly if you wanted to cook it, or serve it that way.
Wonderful.
Great.
Well, thank you very much. And
Thank
again,
you.
that recipe will be on our website.
Excellent.
All you have to do is click on Connecticut Style, and we're going to check back with you at the end of the show. We're going to have everybody taste this dish.
Wonderful.
And coming up next on Stage 8, jazz singer Nicole Zaritis gives us a preview to A Night to Remember, benefiting the Women and Families Center. Stay with us.
I wouldn't trade this love that I'm feeling, this my loss, so sad I know.